Today we're talking about camera gear that'll actually make you a better photographer. There's always going to be that argument on the internet that it's not the gear, it's the photographer, and it's not having a more expensive lens is going to make you better, or having a cheap camera body is going to make you worse at photography or whatever, which both of them have truth to them. And I'm going to go through some gear that I got recently that has actually made me better at photography. So this is stuff I recently got. I feel like literally is making me be better at photography. I'm gonna say this right here. This is a 50mm lens. Not necessarily the millimeter focal length that is going to make me better, but it's a fixed focal length. So it forces me to walk around the subject and get closer, move further away, and it lets me see things I would not have seen otherwise if I could just zoom in and out. Also, it just gives you more range for your f-stop. I've talked about this recently already, which is a macro filter. So basically the same thing as a, it just lets you get closer. It frees you to get as close as you want to your subject, so you don't have to worry about focus distance. Instagram. So your phone, I guess, is gear, but Instagram, I think this is perfect for photographers as long as you don't let it control everything about you. There's an infinite amount of photographers on Instagram that are doing things in ways that you would never have thought to do things. So it is a great place to get inspiration, and people are constantly talking about their color grades and showing stuff off on there. So this next one, I am filming with it. So this camera was really good. It produced some really good images. The only problem I had with it really was, well, I had a few problems with it. The reason I upgraded was because one, I was getting into color grading, and I wanted a camera with 10-bit color, and I wanted a camera with a log profile. This had neither of those. This was 8-bit color, and it also was no log. And since I was getting into color grading for video, I felt it was a good time to upgrade. So I got the Canon R8, which had both of those things. What it also has that this one doesn't is a good high ISO. The ISO on this, you went up to like 1000 ISO. It was the grainiest thing ever, and I was doing a lot of low light photography, so I wanted a camera with a better ISO. So there you go. Those are all the gear. This is all the gear that I got relatively recently that I feel like made me better at photography. So if you guys want to see the video I was talking about why you need a macro filter, which if you don't already think you need one right now, I try really hard. I try even harder to convince you in that video why you should get a macro filter. So if you want to see that video, then go check it out.